Hi, I'm here today to talk about robots and how robots are going to take over the whole world. Do you have any robots? I have a Roomba. Actually, it doesn't even work anymore because it used to work, but it stopped working. So I need to kind of like take it somewhere, get it fixed. But that's a robot, and it if you don't know what it is, it's like a robotic vacuum cleaner. It scoots around on the floor. It has wheels and it scoots all around and it sucks stuff up like a vacuum cleaner. So it can do hard floors. It could do carpet. If you put it on the top of the stairs and it gets to the top of the stairs, it won't go down the stairs because somehow it knows how to stop. So you don't have to worry about it falling down and breaking. But mine broke for no reason, so I have to get it fixed. But today I just want to talk about more complex robots and how they might take over the world. Um, Everybody knows that Americans are losing lots of jobs to China. And it seems really bad, but it's even worse for Chinese people because the Chinese are losing jobs to machines. And you know what that means? That means pretty soon robots are going to take over everybody's job. So nobody's going to really have a job. Nobody. And I don't know what that means. How are we going to buy anything if nobody has jobs? Because if nobody makes any money, then it would be kind of impossible to buy things and there would be no point in making anything anymore. Like, what's the point in grocery stores? Nobody's going to buy your groceries because nobody has any money. Well, I guess we'll all have food stamps because I think a lot of the times it's easy. Like they make it a better deal to get welfare than to get a job because if you get a job, then you're gonna lose all your benefits, right? So they're gonna make it better more than it is now. They're gonna make it even better to not have a job because they don't want people to work. They just want people to buy stuff but not actually work. And so I think it's gonna be like everybody's gonna be like pretty poor because they'll give us a little bit of money for food and then we can buy food and buy a few little things, but not that much. We're gonna be all poor and have to compete with robots. Nobody's gonna have a job except for the people that make robots. They'll have a job. And then if you like make food, I guess you'll have a job because everybody has to eat, right? We still have to eat. So everybody will just get like a stipend from the government and we'll just have to buy what we can with that and then there'll be like conglomerates like making everything. That's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be a robot world. And then you got to think of other stuff robots gonna do. I saw this article and it was about people in Japan and how they don't want to really like a lot of them don't want to get married and have kids anymore. They're just not interested and they're not interested in relationships and they're not interested in sex that much. And there was this one guy who said the only way he'd get turned on is if he watched videos of female robots. He just wants robots. He doesn't want a real girl. He just thinks, yeah, robots, they're hot. I'm gonna get me a robot. And that's a little bit odd, but if you think about it, in the future, I mean, they're already making pretty good robots. And think of all the guys that like those sex dolls, and they like, put them on the couch, and those things don't even move. They just sit there like they look like a dead person or something. They just sit there and they're like, that's what they look like. And they love them. They're in love with them and they like talk to them. I've seen it. If you haven't seen it, look it up on YouTube. So yeah, people have sex with robots, and then robots are gonna be like way hotter than real people because they're gonna be made to be perfect. Like they're gonna have like the perfect size boobs, the perfect body. They're never gonna complain. They're gonna be perfect. They're not gonna have any sexually transmitted diseases. You can't get them pregnant. Everybody's gonna have sex with robots, and nobody is gonna have sex with other people because people are gonna be like, "Ew, you had sex with another person? That's like so gross." They have germs, and people are gonna probably be more germophobic than they are right now because it seems to be the direction we're heading, right? So there's that. And then if you don't have sex, well, you can't have any kids, right? Because you know, I mean, I guess if you didn't want to have sex with somebody and you want a kid, you just like use technology to have a kid. But you know, if there's robots, you won't need to have a real kid because you can just have a fake kid. Like, who wants a real kid when you can have a fake robot kid that's even cuter than a real kid? And it doesn't make dirty diapers. You don't have to feed it. You know, you buy it one time, then you have it forever. If you have to go somewhere, you want to go out and party, well, just turn the robot off. You don't have to get a babysitter. Just, you know, put it in the cabinet. You know, like, did anybody watch that show, Small Wonder? And they put that girl in the cabinet, and she lived in her cabinet, and she would go in there and hide, and then she would come out and be like, hello. No, she would talk very robotically like this, but she was just a real little girl, and she had a dress on, and she had like bows in her hair or something, and there was this kid, this little chubby kid, and he was her best friend, and he was the boy, and the parents got the boy, the robot, and her name was like, I forgot her name, what was it, Tiffany or something, or was that her real name? I really don't know, but it was Small Wonder, and I used to watch it when I was little. Did you used to watch Small Wonder when you were little? Because it was a pretty good show, and I really don't remember any specific episodes. I just remember she got in her cabinet and she stood there, and that's how she went to sleep. Okay, so, oh, that hurts me to say that. But anyway, yeah, you get a robot kid, you can put it in its cabinet. It won't even complain. You know, you don't have to run out and buy a million groceries because your robot kid, you know, it's not gonna eat anything. And for people that like babies, you can have a baby forever that's not gonna grow up. It's not gonna be oh so cute. I would totally get a baby robot. I want a baby robot right now because you know kids are expensive and I like babies and I don't really want to make one right now. So it would be really cool to have a baby robot that I could just snuggle, snuggle, snuggle. And then when I got sick of it, just put it in its cabinet. It would be like awesome. So, yeah, why have real kids when you can have fake kids? And so people like just start making less other people. And so robots will be like taking over the world because our population will kind of dwindle down more. And yeah, robots will take over. And then what else can I say about this robots taking over the world? Um, think about like the Terminator. Well, yeah. So the Terminator, you know, he goes and he's programmed to like shoot somebody or protect somebody. He's programmed to like do this. He can kill. He's a Terminator. So they actually are making robots that can shoot, and you don't have to like be controlling them. They can just figure out for themselves when to kill something or when to bomb something. That's really true. Like, you know, drones are like pretty much controlled by people still, but they're going to make robots and stuff like that that can kill you and think for itself and think, "Yes, I'm going to kill that person." Like in war or something. So if we have all robots going to war, then we're not going to have to put people to war, right? Because we have robots. But if the other country has robots to go to war, then what is it going to be? Just like a bunch of robots like blowing each other up? Like, what is the point of that? Talk about a waste of money. Who wants to have a war with a bunch of robots blowing each other up? I mean, who wants to have a war with people, right? But with robots, it's like even extra pointless because they're like, "Oh, you destroyed my robot." Like, and who wins? Whoever destroys the most robots. Like, why can't they just get together and play football or something, or you know, something like non-violent where the robots are gonna not get ruined. You know, where the people aren't gonna get killed. I mean, just everybody likes football, soccer. You know, all these different sports. Everybody likes that. They should just have them do sports. Robots playing sports. Everybody would watch that. And instead of losing all this money, you would make a bunch of money. Of course, nobody's going to have jobs, so I don't know how people are going to pay for that. You know. So, yeah, war. Seems kind of pointless, especially when you think of it like that. And let's see what else. Oh, this is a kind of cool thing. They're making these robots that can work with your brain. Like say you lose a limb or something, like you can get a fake arm that can get signals for your from your brain. So it's like it's your arm, right? This all this new technology. So what happens when we like start dying? You know, oh, your liver's messed up, your heart's messed up. I'm gonna give you a robot heart. You know, they're gonna figure that out. You know, they're gonna have like um, arms and legs, like they're doing. They're gonna figure out how to replace your organs probably and make you just work fine. I mean, it's not possible right now, but in the future, I bet it will be. And then, you know, what if your whole body's just too old and you're like, you know what, just you're gonna die. You know, you're old. Then they could probably figure out a way to like get everything out of your brain, like all your memories and everything, and just download it to a robot. Because who needs a clone or another body when you can have a robot body? And then if you're a robot, you don't have to eat anything because you know you don't have a job anyway. Because wait a second, if you're a robot, then you will have a job. Actually, I don't know. They're probably going to get just the stupid robots to do jobs, like the robots that don't care. Like, oh yeah, I'm a robot. I like putting candies in a little, you know, like I Love Lucy thing. You know, when they were eating all the candies, like they could get a robot to do that, and they could love to pick up the candies and put them in the box, and they wouldn't even eat them because, you know, robots can't eat. So anyway, that's another thing to think about, like all these bionic parts and stuff, and you know, maybe downloading your memories into a robot, then we'll be robots, and then robots will probably be making other robots. So we don't even really need people to make robots at all because the robots are going to make other robots. And what's the point of people if there's going to be robots? You know, we're not going to have sex anymore, we're not going to have kids anymore, we're just going to, you know, die out, we're going to be extinct, and the robots are going to take over the world. And I don't know what's going to happen to most animals, but they probably won't care that much about animals. They'll just probably let them be in the wild or something. I don't know. And then there'll probably be people in the wild by then because, you know, only robots will take over, and the people that don't have any jobs, they're just going to like go have these little colonies where they have little farms and stuff, kind of like in a zombie apocalypse, you know, like how the people in the zombie apocalypse, they'll form these little commune things and have these little camps. And then the robots, I don't know, will they let the people live, or will they want to destroy all people? Will people be a threat? Will they be people that want to destroy all robots, like activists and stuff that think that robots are bad and they're ruining life as we know it, and they want to destroy all robots, and then the robots will get mad, and then the robots will want to destroy us? It's all things to think about, and it's all really scary. So, yeah, robots, they're coming. Robots, they're coming. It's like every sci-fi movie you've ever seen. They're coming for you. And they're going to take over the world. So get ready. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye.